How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Carson here with another episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, as we're on episode 13 of season 3. It's been a, hectic few days, so bear with me. No, but it was quite hectic for Holt and Jake in the last episode because they got the mumps and delirium kicked in and it was chaotic, of course, especially in the precinct with Terry having to take over and, of course, some people not being 100% there because of the fact that Charles was grieving over his dog, of course. So, yeah, it was quite the hectic episode, especially from the Jake and Holt side of things, which I really, really loved. So why don't we get into this episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine? It's episode 13 of season 3. Let's go. Ow!
A laminator who's ready for some non-stop, totally scheduled fun.
Oh, I actually thought we could just sit by the pool, eat unlimited shrimp, and see what it does to our bodies.
Oh my
That's
god.
Cute. I don't know
A
if
world
time, though.
without
The
shrimp,
offers
though,
77
is
activities, and I
perfect.
signed us up for 76 of them. Speed dating for widows seemed like a bummer. Yeah. They also have a drink with a potato skin in it.
Oh, to the all-ages piano lounge, murder.
Why was that appetizing?
Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen, but especially ladies.
I know that voice.
Get ready. It's time for some smush songs.
Doug Judy.
Doug Judy!
Cardiac Bandit.
Hey, Peralta, you made it. What took you so long, brother?
You
Hey,
invited
seems
him.
like he's playing it pretty cool. Probably more surprised on the inside.
Wow. Wow. Pontiac Bandit
Sir, Gina and I are
returns.
worried about you. You're drinking a second can of seltzer.
I swear to you, I heard the cab driver mumble under his breath, "You will die tonight." Is that not the most insane
The
thing
differences
you have
are
ever
already
heard?
there.
I mean, can you even, Raymond?
Can
I
you even?
cannot even.
I hadn't seen her. I have to apply for this apartment. I mean, it just became available. We're the only two people to see it. This is an opportunity you just don't get in New York real estate ever.
A woman just died here.
Yeah!
Gross and
Read the room! Free!
Holy crap, look at all this closet space. I'm applying too.
You don't need closet space. You have like one out.
He finds out they're employing a criminal.
Yeah, about 40% of the crew are criminals. It's hard to find normal people who want to live on a boat. I myself am a tax evader.
I just need
Whoa!
locked up till we get back to New York. Can't you just throw him in boat jail?
It's called the brig.
He is my best lounge singer, and I need to keep people distracted.
Oh yeah, that's an Enoch sitch right there. Every nook and cranny.
Perfect. We'll just enact Sitch of this bitch.
How's it going with your sister, sir? Well, last night she told me in great detail about a fight she got into with her trainer, whom she accused of stealing a hairbrush.
Oh,
Now,
for God's
she's on the phone,
sake.
screaming.
When we were little, we would go down in the basement and he would build us a fort. We would stay down there all day, and Ray would sing these silly
Oh,
little
Holt
made-up
just wants to
songs.
die
George
right
and
now.
Ira Gershwin did not compose silly, made-up songs.
Debbie, let me show you New York, okay? The buildings, the subway, the bank, the dry cleaner. I gotta run some errands.
At any moment, probably creeping around in my closet
They're stowed away in a lifeboat.
or hiding in a wall.
Or holed up in the engine room.
Camouflage in the shrubbery.
Predator style. Corey, no. We are not having fun. You will not suck me in with your wily charms.
Senor,
Please, don't leave him hanging.
Gracias.
Looks like you and I are in a good old-fashioned suck-off.
Don't call it a suck-off.
Why not? Why shouldn't? Oh, yeah, totally, yep. Right, smart.
Hey.
Be more receptive to her interests.
All right, now you're taking it too far, Judy. I don't need relationship advice from my criminal arch nemesis.
Look, I just want to
Look.
make you happy.
No, this
This,
is another one of your
I
lies, just
feel
a
like I have to
fake
lean
hippie.
towards
There's a hitman on this boat. Every
Doug
pose is
this
coming to
time
kill me.
around. He's not gonna.
Excuse
Oh
me?
no.
What?
You said my name. I'm Henry Combs.
You're Henry Coles.
According to...
Now do you believe me? That guy was trying to kill me.
All right, fine. Someone wants you dead. You win.
Look, I could understand why Jake is like, no.
Still don't know what your hitman looks like, so we're gonna have to flush him out. Wait a minute. Where did the toilets on this boat go?
You don't want to know.
Pressing question.
Oh, that's even worse. That's where my shrimp live.
Anyways, he'll probably try to hit me at my show this afternoon. At least I'll die doing what I love.
That's why we
Giving
have to
people
live in a
horny
world
at sea.
without shrimp.
But if you're gonna blend in, you gotta blend in.
Yeah!
Made manager.
Oh, should I grow a mustache?
Yeah, you should.
Oh.
Actually, I can't. I'm physically incapable. I shouldn't have suggested that.
Amy got her hopes up.
Drinking seltzer in the shadows. I still can't believe Debbie's gonna be staying with me for 6 weeks.
Gary left me.
Ooh.
He was cheating on me. But you know what? No. I'm not gonna burden you with that, okay?
Oh,
I
someone's
will
gonna
deal with
feel
that
like
myself.
complete shit.
There has been a jailbreak, and the mafia's at it again.
What's going on here?
Gina came up
I
with
didn't
that.
realize we had more questions.
I should tell you, you're both great applicants, but
Someone
I
else.
decided to rent the apartment to someone else.
Is it Debbie?
I smiled at you.
Ah!
For what?
Ladies and gentlemen, widows and widow, call it Rosa. Rosa.
Oh, for fuck.
Like this.
Of course.
Rosa.
He had to make a mention about Rosa.
Rosa. My left. Come on this way. He's in a red shirt. No, not the Asian dude. I'm talking about a bright red shirt.
He's not so subtle.
That's the man you look.
I don't want to die. I'm still on second season Game of Thrones.
All right, let's just put the knife down, okay? There's no murder.
If he
in
was
the
on the
all-ages piano
7th,
lounge.
you could have died there.
It's not a very all ages thing to say. You just don't get the vibes here at all. Nice. Grab that cord. Let's get his arms. Come here.
You got a fine lady. Don't be a tang in the mud. Check your
At
pocket.
least he's giving advice.
Boom, boom, stay boom, baby.
Awesome.
But this isn't over. I will hunt you.
I love how he cares for
I love
him.
you too. I'm so proud of us for being able to say it. What are you still standing there for? Go smush.
Toxicology report says the old lady was poisoned.
The apartment was rent controlled, and you couldn't jack up the price until she was out of there.
I just have one last question.
Wow.
If you go to jail, who makes the rental decisions in the building?
It'll pass to a trust. The bank controls it.
Game back on?
If you have to ask, you're already one step behind.
Thank you for doing this. I love you.
Noise. Smart.
Just say I love you back.
I love you too.
Now turn to your partner and tell them how your spouse died.
Yeah, we should get out of here.
Oh.
Sure? Yes.
Okay.
They got the wrong class. Or the wrong activity, whatever. Oof. Oof. No, like I said though, you cannot help but love the Pontiac Bandit. But what's great is he isn't like the Vulture or anything. Like, you could just have him be an arse or whatever. He's very, very... Like, he actually does have a good friendship with Jake. He considers him a friend. It's just that he makes the wrong choices and he can't risk jail. So, yeah. Oh man, that was really, really great. The fact that they said I love you to each other. So yeah, solid stuff. Especially for the Jake and Amy side of things as well. Like, obviously they didn't, like, I guess them two themselves weren't as, I guess, showcased as much as the Pontiac Bandit and Jake, of course, because there is a really, really great rivalry there. But there was still huge significance, as well as, of course, to Doug Judy being in a bit of a perilous situation. So, yeah. And, you know, throughout the episode, and you can't really blame Jake considering the past couple of times that he's encountered Doug Judy. But throughout the episode, I was thinking, no, he's genuine about this. He's genuine about the fact that his life is on the line here. So, I'm going to take his word for it. I mean, it might be a bit risky, but I believe him. Obviously, he was not gonna. He would, you know, try to avoid jail when possible and all of that. He would want to escape Jake and Amy's clutches because Jake, no matter what, is still determined not to let his emotions get the best of him, and that counts for two fronts, which we'll go on to in a minute. But no, I was throughout the episode, I was just in full belief that Doug Judy was telling the truth. So yeah. But you know, it is just so great whenever he appears, because he just is a delight. I mean, there was that heartbreaking situation, I guess, where Rose is not there this time around. But, of course, he had to throw a Rosa mention, considering his fascination with her. So, yeah. But like I said, in regards to Jake not letting his emotions get the best of him, that counted on two fronts, because A, of course, there is the whole Doug Judy situation. He was not going to allow Doug Judy to get the best of him, because, you know, he can be very, very smooth, and he has that, he does have that appeal, despite the fact that, yeah, he might have made some wrong choices in life, etc., but he is all about, you know, being very, very charismatic and all of that. And, of course, B, there is the whole situation with him and Amy. So, yeah. And not just that, though, but with, I mean, it's, again, it still is early days, I guess, in their relationship. And this looks like to be a situation where this might go on for the long haul of things. But even Doug was, like, reading the room and you know, he could have poked fun or whatever. Like, you've got your arch nemesis in Doug Judy, and, you know, any other arch nemesis, you could have had them, you know, well, either jeopardize the relationship or, you know, take the mick out of things. But he was very, very supportive. And this is the thing, though. He does care so much about Jake. He really regards him highly. He counts it. And whenever he says, like, whenever he compliments him in terms of a friendship or that, you know, oh, it means a lot to me, etc. I love you too. He means it. He means it. He's not taking the piss. He's not taking the mickey out of Jake. Although Jake is not going to let him get the better of him, because that moment of vulnerability, he escapes, and you know, he is still wanted. So yeah, and he analyzed that relationship with Amy very, very well. So, but that's the thing about Jake, not Jake, Doug Judy, should I say? Yeah, I guess you could kind of consider him an antagonist. I don't know, because, you know, he is wanted. Jake is always after him, etc. But at the end of the day, there are no unlikable qualities about him whatsoever. But yeah, he was he was offering advice, etc., and he was wanting things to push forward for Jake and Amy. Like I said, he could have done anything to kind of throw a bit of a jibe or a spanner in the works in that relationship. No, he just wants things to progress. He does regard Jake highly, not just in terms of how he feels about Jake, in terms of you know, he's like my brother from another mother, etc. But you know, he wants the best for Jake, really, and that means, you know, give a little bit of advice to him and Amy. So I did really love that, and it is always really great to see them two, like, butt heads, even though that Doug is not butting his head, but Jake is trying to. So yeah, but it is really great stuff, because obviously we had Amy want to do certain activities and all of that, and, you know, for a relationship, you know, you can compromise to appeal to the other person. So and you know, it doesn't hurt. It just means that you're very supportive, etc., and want to make that other person happy, really. So so yeah, it was really great, as well as the fact that he did kind of push, I guess you could say, the boat forward. Terrible in terms of Jake, I guess, opening himself up a bit more to Amy, like, especially that final exchange. She said, "I love you." At first he was like, nice, smart, but then he realized, especially with what Doug had to say, that he can open himself a bit up a bit further. So yeah, but it was really, really great in terms of pushing things forward in terms of Amy and Jake, but also just to have the Pontiac Bandit, you know, want Jake's help, and it was genuine so much. Of course, he was not good, and not just the fact that, okay, third time he's not going to try to deceive Jake or whatever, but he wouldn't compromise himself like that by inviting Jake along. So yeah, he needed his help, and again, going back to their friendship, I guess you could call it that, even though that Jake won't agree to that, but yeah. You know, he trusts Jake so much. So, yeah. You know what? Headcanon. I'd like to believe that he did ask for Rose's help as well, but no. she wouldn't be as naive, I guess. But obviously we know how he feels about Rosa, so yeah. But no, it was pretty good to focus on that side of things, as well as the fact that we had Holt as well, with the fact that his sister came about, and Holt was just like, no, I don't want to deal with this, because of the fact that she was completely different to how Holt usually is. You've got that, like, I mean, even though he has showcased his bouts of emotions, you've got that more so suppressed side of Holt, whereas Debbie, on the other hand, not so much. She really likes to dial things up to 11. She likes to, you know, vent, etc. And, yeah, so she is hard to silence, basically, whereas Holt, not so much. Holt is very, very calm and all of that. Debbie, not so much. So yeah, but it was just really, really great stuff as well, like in regards to the fact that during the course of their story we had Holt and Debbie, I guess, kind of reenact what happened when it came to them being kids. But not just that, though. There is that, you know, sweet moment because of the fact that he feels like every time he has tried to push her away, there is that kind of realization, like, oh shoot, because of the fact that she's gone through a rough time with her partner. So there is that nice moment for him to just be there. So nice. And of course we had the whole Rosa Boyle situation, that rivalry in terms of the apartment. With that dodgy landlord. I mean, there are dodgy landlords, and there are dodgy landlords, with the fact that that guy killed the old woman and all of that, so hence why he tried to shy away Rosa Boyle from getting the apartment, because it's like, yeah, if I want to take advantage of these people, it's not gonna look good for me, so, yeah, but, it was just, yeah, it was just really, really, you know, fun stuff seeing that rivalry, of course. And, you know, with that rivalry came them two being able to put away the landlord because of the fact that he was the one that killed the old woman. So, yeah, but brilliant episode. Very fun stuff, especially with the return of the Pontiac Bandit, who I'm assuming we'll see again in Season 4, of course. And he'll just be as amazing as ever. So, yeah, but pretty good stuff. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!